hope everybody can hear me. Okay. I think I'm live. Can you all hear me? Hello? Anybody out there? Anybody care? Long time no see. I think you can hear me. Yes? No? Maybe so. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Or somebody say yes or no. I'll have to do this the hard way. Where's my iPad? I'll go to my own live stream and see if I can hear my butt. Alright, here we go. Get out of that. Go to my channel. How do I go to my channel? View channel. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I know you guys can hear me. Hello. Welcome, everybody. If you're first time here, my name is Ghost Dog. I used to stream quite a bit. I haven't done it in a while. Been so damn busy doing everything. Been working my butt off. I am a DoorDasher. So every day I go out. And when I say every day, I mean every frickin' day I go out. And I'm hungry. So y'all deal with my eating. Mmm. Forgot to eat dinner tonight. So, what has everybody been up to? How's everybody kicking butt? Huh? Anybody gonna say hi? Somebody say hi. Hello. Well, I got the muted people watching me. A lot of lurkers, which you shouldn't have to be a lurker. I don't come on that often. But anyways, why am I live streaming? Well, first of all, it's a short live stream. It's only be about an hour or so. But I have something unique going on. I don't know if the car is possessed or if a miracle happened or my car is an Autobot. I don't know. Now, if you're looking at it, it should be the left side where it says emissions test failed because, and these are the problems I've been having. These problems, all these problems you see here is what I've been having since I got the car started a couple months ago or so. They needed a new fuel rail, fuel injectors, fuel filter, which, by the way, is inside the fuel pump, which is inside the fuel tank. I need a spark plug coils because it was missing. Codes were showing missing, fuel problems, emissions, and all this and that. And when we tried to pass it, went down to the emissions place, it wouldn't pass. Well, good news is we got it plated. It's got a license plate, brand new register, brand new title. Everything's got insurance on it. All that's good. We just could not pass the emissions test. And it would have cost me around $500 to get everything replaced, changed out, and whatnot, and we had until December 8th to pass his emissions. Otherwise, Colleen would have lost her license, and the car would have been illegal again. This was 4 days ago. I had a check engine light on ever since I got the car started. 4 days ago, I was talking with Colleen. I had picked her up from work, and I was telling her that we really got to start saving money up because the 8th was coming up quick, and we need at least a couple weeks to order the stuff to come in and and whatnot. And I said we need to get this check engine light off, otherwise we're not going to pass this emissions test. Well, as I said that, I was talking to her about that. I just looked at the dash to see the engine light, and it was gone. It just disappeared. Colleen and I were kind of like, what the hell? So we started driving around just to make sure it was just a blip or whatever. Driving around, sat and idled, shut the car off, turned the car back on, no engine light. Went for 4 days, and I've been door dashing all 4 days. Turning the car on, turning the car off, running over bumps, everything I could possibly imagine. The engine light would not come on. It stayed off. So this morning, uh, first thing this morning, I got up, turned the car on, still no engine light. Took it to our emissions, crossed all my fingers, toes, hairs, you know it, nose hairs. Went in there, she plugged it in, started doing her this and that, and I waited, and all of a sudden this little circle appeared on her screen and went check, 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 all the way around, and then said, passed. The car passed the emissions. I didn't do a damn thing to it. Now, you all are experts out there. Some of you guys are experts. Explain to me how the car fixed itself. Now, the fuel filter emissions, I could kind of maybe guess it just because I've done 2 bottles of fuel injector cleaner in there, but that was it. Okay. When we first got the car, I had dumped I forget what the hell it's called, seafoam, because I was told to do that because the gas was 3 years old, and did all that. Only dumped 2 bottles and been running it ever since, not understanding, what was going on if it would do it. I know I had tested the car before to see about a month later after I'd been running it to see if there was any new issues with it. Sure enough, it came back that it was missing. It was misfiring. Like, shit. So the coils, the ignition coils for the spark plugs, they were misfiring. But like I said, up to 4 days ago, I didn't do a damn thing. We haven't been able to save the money up because we're paying off everything else. And the light went out. It stayed out. It's still out. There is no codes anywhere on that car except for the ABS brakes, but we know what that is. That's just the wheel hub. But there's no code, and it passed the emissions test. It by itself, I'm telling you folks, God is my witness. Strike me dead if I'm lying. The car fixed itself. How does that work? Has that ever happened to you guys? I've never heard about it. I did a lot of research, and they say the only thing they can say is, uh, if the engine light's out, everything's correct. The car somehow, some way, fixed itself. I mean, that's why I got these 2 types of pictures up here. Is my car an Autobot and figured it had an itch and it scratched itself and itched itself? Is there an angel riding with my car? I mean, I've been doing a lot of praying lately. Been real stressed out because the 8th of December was coming up real, real quick, and I didn't know what to do. I had close to $600 worth of stuff to fix just for the emissions part of the car, so to pass it. So talk to me, folks. Anybody have any idea? Anybody? Dang it, I keep seeing something by my fan by the door. Hmm. Can you guys chat in there? Can somebody say hi? Is my chat working? I know I had to do a verification. It's been so long. Oh, there we go. Even my live chat. Hey, Jen. Hey, Regina. Uh, my live chat was turned off. What the hell? But yeah, no, I couldn't see the chat at all. That's why I was asking. I wasn't seeing anything. But here I am. We're good now. I can see you guys. So somebody say hi again. Make sure you can still hear me. I didn't turn something else off. That's twice that's happened now. It's automatically shutting down my chat. Okay, Regina said hi. Hello. See, now that I got the chat working, everybody's disappearing. Damn it. I don't even know who was all here. But yeah, so that's my update. I'm really stumped. I mean, I'm not a mechanic, but I'm not naive too. I've done a lot of researching. I cannot figure for the life of me how the car fixed itself. Again, it was a miracle. It has to be. It has to be. It absolutely has to be. And yes, I do believe in miracles. I don't care what anybody says. Like I said, the fuel part of it, I can absolutely somewhat understand. And maybe getting cleaned out over time, it finding something moved off the fuel injectors or something like that. That could be somewhat explained. The coils, though, all the cleaning stuff I put in there had nothing to do with the coils. You got your pistons, you got your spark plug, and then you got your coils on top of that connect to the spark plug. So there's a spark plug gap. So nothing is getting up to the coils. And I didn't do a damn thing to them. Not a damn thing. I knew I got 4 coils, and that was on my list. It was going to cost me like 50, $60 to get 4 new coils because I don't have the fancy machine to test them to see what one was actually missing. But uh, so I was just going to replace them all. Just said screw it and replace them all. Yeah, it's crazy. But the good thing is, it passed the emissions. I wanted to scream with joy in that garage when I saw that pass come up on their screen there. I wanted to just yippee yippee, But I knew I got to keep my calm, because I might make them suspicious or something like that. See, I took a risk going in there in the first place. I don't know if you guys know this or not, or have heard. Maybe Colleen might have talked about it. I'm not sure. I don't. My door doesn't latch. My latch on my door broke. So I had to take off the latch that actually, the bar that actually the latch goes onto, kind of pops onto. I had to take that off so I could at least close my door. And for the last 2 months or few weeks, I've been driving with just a bungee cord holding my door shut. It's the only thing that's holding my door shut is a bungee cord. Yes, I do wear my safety belt, so. But I'll tell you what, some of those curves and corners, you get some good momentum. You'll hear that door go. You want to open up on me. And sometimes I forget to freaking put the latch on there, and I'll go around the corner, and there goes my door just opening up by itself. I'm like, where the hell are you going? So that's next on my list. That's going to cost me about 225 bucks. Still in the car, huh? Damn. Figure you would have a place by now. Hmm. Yeah, and then my turn signal, something broke inside there, so now you more or less got to hold the turn signal. I mean, it works. It just won't stay down half the time, and it won't return once you straighten the wheel out. So you got to manually return it. I could deal with that. I mean, it's only like 30, 40 bucks. Sue broke the inside door handle, so I had to take the one from the rear and put it up on the front. But we did get a new one. I just got to put it in. Don't take that long, maybe 30 minutes at that. I got. I'm gonna tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing the to get through winter. I'm gonna change. I know I just changed it out. It's only like 3, 4,000 miles I put on it since the oil has been put in there. Well, actually, it's probably a couple months earlier than that because I changed the oil out, assuming the car was going to run, and then the car wouldn't run for the longest time. And so tomorrow I'm going to change out the oil, new fuel filter. I finally found the air filter, figured out where that was at, so I got a new air filter in there. Debating whether to put new plugs in it or not. I just might do it for the hell of it, just to get me through the winter. I know I still got to get some. I want to get. I don't need four. I would like to have four, but I don't think I'll need four uh, tires. I want to get some snow tires, at least for the front, because it's a front wheel drive. Because when we had that winter blast here a few days ago, I was out door dashing in that, and it was like too many blizzards hit us. And I'll tell you what, I missed a turn, and so I was going to turn into somebody's driveway, and oh, my front tires don't like it. There's nothing wrong with them. They still got their good tread on it. They're not made for winter. And instead of turning, it just kept going straight. Almost drove right up on the person's lawn. They went out, a little small hill. I could feel the wheels start spinning, trying to get up a hill. And this is only, an eighth of an inch of snow. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm going to need some new snow tires, at least on the front end. The trailers, the back tires right now are really good. The front tires are wearing out, but that's all the braking and taking off because this thing's got some juice. And you got to be careful taking off because if you don't let that clutch out, or if you let the clutch out too fast, that front end will spin. It will go big time. So who's all here? Now I got my chat working correctly. Hmm. I've been sick for the past week. I don't know if it's a cold or what, but I just feel drained all the time. Hey, Jen's here. Yeah, I've been Really wiped out. By the way, congratulations. Uh-oh, I'm missing a button. I'm missing a button. What the hell? Somebody fucked with my keyboard. There's an actual button missing. Wow. But anyways, congratulations to Tony, uh, Manny, and Cody on their Olympics, bowling Olympics. I saw those pictures. I was real proud of them. I would have loved to watch them bowl though. So they got medals in, or just one? Yeah, it's just weird because, like I said, I'm not coughing really. I just know I'm real warm. I'm actually it's like 40, 50 degrees up here at night. It gets down to 30 sometimes, and I have no heat in this room. At least I don't think I have heat in this room. I've got three fans. I got one that blowing from my feet. I got one that blows air from outside over my head, and then I got my ceiling fan which blows down on me this way. And I will still wake up sweating. So I know one thing: I've lost a lot of freaking weight in these last 3 years. None of my pants fit. None of them. Everything I've had, I can see my legs. They're literally like almost sticks now. I used to have some nice legs. Still got my belly though. Eddie's editing, huh? Cool. That's cool. Well, like I said, congratulations to them. I'm really proud of them. Great boys. Lost a couple more teeth. How's your health doing? Uh, I'm the same. Like I said, I'm sweating my butt off. I get wore out really, really quickly. Uh, when I get going though, when I start dashing though, I'm all in it. I'm ready to go. It's like I forget what's going on with me. It is a pain in the ass. It's starting to hurt my shoulder though because I got to reach behind me to get in and undo the strap just to get out. And I figured out I'm doing it like maybe 20 deliveries in a day. So it wears you out. And I think it's funny because my room is upstairs, okay? And which means I'm climbing upstairs 3, 4 times a day. Doesn't even phase me. Doesn't even make me breathe hard. But if I have to deliver to somebody that's got more than 5 steps, I'm all out of breath. I'm like, I'm dying. I'm like, I don't get it. There's one customer that I delivered to. I delivered there 3 times now, and I hate their stairs. First of all, their stairs almost it's vertical. The steps are only 6 inches, and 2 inches of it is buried behind the top step, all the way up. I mean, it's you really got to use the rail just to get up it, and going down, you best be holding on because you don't have that much foot planting to go all the way down. It's crazy. Sounds like Eddie. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like I said though, I've got steps. I go up and down these steps 3, 4 times a day. It doesn't even phase me. It honestly doesn't phase me. But when I go to deliver somebody that's got steps, there's a set of apartments that we go to. You got to get up to the second, third floor sometimes, and it really isn't that long of a distance. It's just something about those stairs, especially the apartments, man. Those apartments will wear you out. They're like 5, 6 steps between each level, and that's it. But it will kill me to deliver there. I hate delivering there. Totally missed my eye doctor. I haven't had water yet. Now I've had grocery loads, three of them. And one of them I will first time I'll ever deny a load because I don't refuse any load. I mean I don't care if it's $1 load. I'm taking it. But there was one time it was a Big Lots shopping delivery, and I'm going to tell you right now, I will refuse. It'll be my first time ever refusing a delivery. I will refuse a Big Lots load. Nope, don't want anything to do with it. Big Lots have no freaking clue what they're doing. They have no idea what they have. They can't match up their codes, their barcodes. It took me like 45 minutes to get 4 objects, and I had to keep contacting the customer. And finally, the customer just was just getting upset and like, whatever, you know. And I'm like, damn, and got a hold of DoorDash, and they were doing their little thing on their end. Finally got the shit, took it over there and dropped it. I think I got a 2-star rating on that one. I will never do a Big Lots delivery again. Never. Uh-uh. I've done auto loads now. You don't realize how heavy rotors are until you got a couple of them that you got to haul around. Those damn things, they're heavy. I've had a number of those. I actually kind of like those. Knock on wood, I haven't had any deliveries where required using the back of my car. Thank God, because I got to get the hinges welded on. I got the arms. I just need the hinges uh, put back on. And what I want to do is I'm not going to sit there and go out of my way to tap and die and reset the holes and all this and this and that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get somebody that can tap it in 3 different places, put 3 different beads on them, just enough so that it doesn't move or break or anything like that, and I can put the arms on. But you think I could find anybody around here that does welding? Hey, Cody! Congratulations, brother, on first place. Congratulations. But yeah, I want to get that back hatch fixed because I have a stinking feeling I'm gonna get one of these deliveries where I'm gonna need all that room back there. So, man, it's hot in here as I'm just sitting here. Holy balls! And I just put a cap on, so I don't blind you guys. Yeah, but I'm still tripping out on the emissions thing. I really don't know what happened. Like I said, the fuel rail, the fuel injectors, the fuel filter that's in the back of the car somehow, some way fixed itself. And then the spark plug coil fixed itself. So you're talking 4 or 5 things had to fix itself to take that engine light out. And like I said, I didn't do a damn thing to it. I was in the process of trying to save up money, like it's about $500, $600 for all the parts to change out. I was going to change it right from the fuel filter, or from the fuel filter in the back, fuel pump. Just replace the fuel pump because the fuel filter is actually inside the fuel filter or in the fuel pump. So, and that's inside the gas tank, which means you had to drop the gas tank. And I wasn't looking forward to doing that. And then run it up the line and it goes into the evaporator, fuel evaporator or pressure thingy. It's going to replace that. I was going to replace the fuel rail. I was going to replace the fuel injectors and the hardware that goes with it. I was going to replace the ignition coils for the timing and whatnot, and the spark plugs, just to try to pass the emissions. And like I said, 4 days ago, the light went out after 3 months of being on, reading the same, basically the same codes over and over again, and it just fixed itself. Just literally just fixed itself. And that's why I'm doing this. Like, how the heck did that happen? How does that happen? I really wish I had a mechanical inclined person up here to tell me how that worked, because it's boggling my mind. It truly is. Well, I don't want to question it too much, but because of the fact that I passed it, I'm not too worried out now because I passed the emissions. The car is good for at least a good year. We got another year on it. So, like I said, that car is like 100% legal. And it drives good. 75, 80 miles an hour, no issues. I've got close to 4,000 miles on it since I started door dashing. Because I or DoorDash every day. I do an average about 115 miles a day, 7 days a week. And I've been getting some weird deliveries too, man. These people are getting weirder and weirder with their instructions. It's just crazy. I delivered this one guy. His stairs went straight up. I mean, almost vertical. It's almost like climbing a ladder. And I got to the top, took the picture, came all the way back down, and the guy came out while I was still, putting my information in. And I looked on and I said, dude, you need to get some escalators in this joint. He just laughed. One good thing about door dashing these past few months, uh, I'm finding a lot of new restaurants I've never heard of before. And I'm not a bar guy, so I really didn't care about knowing where bars are, but I sure hell is finding a whole lot of bars. We got a university out here I didn't even know we had. And I've been going out there left and right. Even delivered to the president of the university. I think her name was Beth, if I can remember correctly. And I'm about 30 deliveries from hitting my first 1,000 deliveries since I started. I don't even know where my phone's at right now. But yeah, I put in about 20 gallons, $20 of gas just about every day in the thing. Because I do drive quite a bit. Been to Green Bay a couple times. Actually, decided to take a chance and, well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's fast, how fast. I didn't realize I was that close to it. I thought it would take me at least a year to get to 1,000 deliveries. I've been top driver for the last 2 months, so I got that awards thing going on. I got this thing in the email says I am now top. I am prioritized for shopping delivery, and I'm like, what the hell is that all about? Haven't had really too much trouble out there. Uh, as far as angry, I've had a couple people, but that wasn't my fault. It was. Don't you hate it when you do a bundle load or a stack load and the first place picks up real quick, you're ready to go. You go to the second place, and it takes like 20, 30 minutes for them to get their shit together. And so you can grab your load and go. I've done jump tests because of that crap. The worst one I hate is Little Caesars. I don't think it's not Little Caesar's fault. I think it's the person that's actually doing the ordering don't realize they're hitting something. And what they're doing is you can schedule when you want the delivery. So you could do DoorDash like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and say, I want my pizza delivered at my place at 6 o'clock at night. Well, they could do that, but DoorDash doesn't recognize that. DoorDash has no idea there's a difference. So what they'll do is they'll, as soon as they get the order comes in, boom, you get it, and now you're stuck with this freaking load that doesn't get pick up till 6 o'clock. And Little Caesar is terrible because they won't start it until just about 6 o'clock. I don't mind the shopping. It's not as bad as I thought. You know, most of mine's been coming from Myers, and at least they know what the hell they're doing. It's just fighting stuff and whatnot. But bid locks, no way, no way. I'll never do a big lots shopping. Nope, I will take that hit. I don't care. Wanted to ask you guys. I think it's funny. One of the ratings they have is delivering on time. Mine's down to 91%. And I'm like, I was telling Sage, I said, that sucker's going to drop down to zero eventually, because the way DoorDash sets your time up, they don't compensate on stoplights and traffic and shit like that. And then then here's something I hate that they do is, let's say you got to be there at 108. You're on track for that. Matter of fact, you're a minute before 108. Okay, they'll actually turn it around and minus. They see you're ahead, and they'll subtract a minute. So now you got to be there 107, and it's like they take the buffer away from you. I don't understand why they do that. What the hell is doing that? They really don't compensate, and it's nearly impossible to get any deliveries on time. It really is. And if you do get it on time, I guarantee you, you're not driving legal. You're not driving that speed limit. I guarantee you, you're not driving that speed limit, because it's impossible to do it 100% at the speed limit. It's just impossible. The way they got their timing set up, uh-uh. Unless there's a trick that I don't know about, Eddie. Talking to you in Pacific, I don't know what I don't even know what your rating's at right now for on-time deliveries. Not making the deliveries, the on-time, the very bottom one. How? How? How are you at 95%? Because I know you ain't doing the speed limit. I'll tell you that right now. You are not doing the speed limit. So there must be a secret on that. There's got to be a secret, because from the time you pick up the load, you get going, you drive in normal traffic, especially 4 or 5 o'clock rush hour. And I live in a small town, so the rush hour ain't that bad, but still. And then we got these 2 minute lights. They take literally 2 minutes to go through the cycle and whatnot, and all that goes against you. And then on top of that, if they see that you're actually ahead of schedule, they're going to minus when you could deliver. So you get all that shit nailed up against you and try to do the speed limit, it ain't happening. It is not happening. Come up here, Eddie. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll drop that 95 to at least 93. I'm surprised I'm at 91 after 2 3 months. Stopping at a stop sign or a four-way intersection. Let's just put it this way. I know what a Chicago stop is all about now. Anybody does not know what a Chicago stopping is you stop but you don't stop. Unless there's a car, then you got to stop. But if you come up to a four-way red light or a stop sign, you kind of cruise up to it and then you go. You really don't ever truly stop. It's called a Chicago stop. When I get going, I very rarely have to shift down to first gear. I'm always starting in second because, like I said, I'm rolling through my stops. I mean, all intents and purposes, it may look like I stop, but no, I ain't, no. But overall, I do love door dashing. I really, really do. It's just a pain in the ass to get the energy, to get outside, to get in there. But once it gets going, he looks. Oh, the stopping now. The shopping loads. I'm not. I haven't had an issue except for the big lots. I won't do big lots. I refuse to do big lots. Now I've done Walgreens. I've done CVS, AutoZones, Myers. Give me a second. Well, that water's starting to kick in. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't mind the shopping. I really don't. I mean, I hate shopping. I'll be the first to tell you that right off the bat. But once you get going, if the stuff is there, I'm okay. But if the store doesn't even know where the stuff is at, then you got a problem. And that's what happened with Big Lots. They had no idea where their stuff was. I went up to the tenant a couple times. I say, "Where are your towels? This specific towels." "Oh, it should be over there." "No, it's not over there." And then they start walking around like their heads cut off. No idea. I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And then when you do find the towels, whatever the person was looking online for, they don't have it. Like this one particular order, it was a two bundle towel set. It was two towels as a complete set. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you get two towels for the price of one. And hey, Fallen Angel, good to see you, girl. Uh, well, they didn't have that. They had the towels, the exact picture, and everything else, but they did not have a bundle set. So I didn't know what the frick to do. Yeah, I somebody finally showed me on that one, but that's only on the per loads that you actually get to see the tips. I don't do pers. I do time. At least I try to stay with the time. So I don't really see what I'm getting for that. But then again, as soon as they accept, I don't even look at anything. I just hit accept, uh, and see what comes up. I miss you too, fallen angel. Oh, that you all talking to each other. Yeah, like I said, I'll take everything. I don't care. You know, driving to me is fun. It's in my blood. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and that's how you can see. I know on the purse it will show you. It'll give you what you're going to get paid, and sometimes it's flat out. That's what you're going to get paid, and then if they have a plus on the back end of it, you possibly could get more than what they're actually showing you. Yeah, I know about the per. It took me a while to figure it out. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, so I usually stick with the time. Now I am starting to change it up, mixing it up a little bit, like on football game days or something like that, some holiday. I will go to per because uh, to me personally, the tips are better on those particular days. I won't do the times, but generally I'll stick to the time because I would say a good 50% of the time when I go to pick something up, it's not ready. And at that point, I don't care, because I'm getting paid for it regardless. I'm still getting paid for it. We had here a few days ago, I don't know what the hell was going on. It wasn't a football game day. I don't know what was going on, but we were getting paid $19 an hour plus. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. But I found something out, right? It was $6 on top of what we were normally getting paid. And I'm like, that's cool. So I was going to go to the per, right? So I went to the per. You don't get six. You get half of that. You only get three. You only can get to six if you go to time. And I'm like, oh, that's messed up. But yeah, I definitely, I have to agree with Jen on that. It's got to be a miracle. It's absolutely a miracle because there's absolutely no reason that I can find, and I've done a lot of research and trying to figure out how this is possible. Now, is it possible cars can fix their own problems every once in a while? Yes, absolutely. But when you got a bunch of stuff and it fixes itself, for example, the fuel filter is a fuel filter. It's designed to collect crap. It won't flush out. It's going to stay there. It's a filter. It's supposed to trap it and keep it until you change it out. Well, and it will throw a code. It absolutely will throw a code. Well, it somehow cleaned itself out. There's no more egg smell coming from the car. That's how you kind of know you got a bad filter. You'll get this rotten egg smell coming from the exhaust. Only 10? Yeah, I went up to Green Bay and it's only 12. Where I live, it's 13. But I do to get some wild out of zone areas, which are crazy. Like going to university. Uh, I've had places where I get it almost every time I'm getting ready to. I'll set the time for when I want to clock off, and it's never failed yet. You'll get nothing like 10, 20 minutes before your clock is you're done for the day, and then 5 minutes, 10 minutes right before it, they'll put a load on you, and it's going to be one that goes like 10, 20 miles out of range. So by the time you get out there, you're past your time, and guess what? They shut you down while you're out there. I like you are such assholes. Such assholes for doing that. But yeah, the spark, the missing, that is what's really got me the most messed up with. Is it has nothing to do with the fuel, nothing. But it will throw a code because that's how I found out it's missing. It was missing, and somehow it corrected itself. It's not missing no more. It's not doing anything. The only bad part, like I said, the only lights on my dash literally is the ABS and the slip control, and that's because of that hub. So in the next week or two, we're going to be saving up money for. Well, actually, we're going to save up money, try to save up money for a new hub for the driver's side, new turn signal switch, and what was the other one? Oh, latch for the door. Because I don't mind it, but I know this winter that cold air is going to come creeping through there as I'm driving. And it's going to be cold because I keep the window open because the window will go behind the hook on the bungee strap. It'll go behind it, but I'm afraid it's scoring that window, and eventually it's going to break that window. So I always got a gap in the window or just completely open to the point where now I found my old hey, anybody wants to get me one of these for my birthday or Christmas, go ahead. Make sure it's large. I will take these left and right. Abso-frickin-lutely. What do they call them? What do they call these types of hats? I don't know what they call them. I will wear these left and right. You can have your logo on it. If you got logos and stuff like that, put your logo on it. I'll get it. I'll buy it or send it to me. I'll wear it. I got no problems. I'm trying to talk Papa Johnson to get me one. Beanies, I think they're called, or something like that. Because that's great because I cover my left ear. Uh, so, because what was happening before is I'll be wearing this hat that I'm wearing here. That's another thing. If you got ball caps as a merch, let me know. I have no problem wearing it and advertising for you guys. Absolutely no problem. But when I wear a ball cap, my left ear inside of my face, because the window's open, will get extremely cold, right? So when I get home, it's defrosting, and my left side of my face and my ear is just burning. And it's very uncomfortable for about an hour or two. And it hasn't gotten really that cold yet, down to 30s, and that's it. And I have a stinking feeling it's going to get down in the minuses here in the next couple of weeks or so. Paula, if you're still here, how's that thyroid thing going? Yes, if you're here first time, you're wondering why is this guy eating on a live stream. You might want to check my old live streams. I'm always eating. Just because I'm live streaming, I don't care. If you don't like the sound, turn the sound off. In conclusion, I don't know what that means. Don't go away, Paula. I do have a serious question I do want to ask you because you worked in with elderly people. Not saying I'm old, but I'm sure you probably know what I'm going to ask. Might have an answer. The last month or so, my hamstrings, my calves, my feet, when I'm sleeping, will try to cramp up. Usually, I wake up the moment I feel like it's trying. I mean, to the point, and it's to the point now that it's like it's on a trigger, especially in my left hamstring. If I walk, I can feel that muscle is sore, and it's like it's right on the verge of try to cramping. My feet, they'll cramp right up, and I got to stretch them out. My calves will will start trying to cramp up. My whole leg on my right side, from my hip all the way down to my foot, I'll be laying like this, and it will try to do this on me to the point where I got to get up and walk around, do that. Now, what is causing that? What could be? I mean, is it old age? And yes, I've been drinking milk. I've been eating bananas, all the vitamin crap you can imagine, and whatnot. And I know I'm losing muscle mass in my legs. Where I used to have real nice thick legs, now I got, I guess you call them chicken legs. I can see the muscles and the tendons in my leg, and they're hard as a stick at times. And I do walk, so it isn't like I'm just sitting in the car, you know, constantly just driving. No, I'm always getting out, climbing stairs, so they're getting plenty of exercises and stretching. I just don't know what's causing it, and it's getting to the point where I'm almost afraid to go to bed at night because there's nothing worse than waking up to a freaking cramp. So if anybody has any idea what the hell's causing that, no, I'm not a doctor guy, so I'm kind of hoping maybe you guys heard of it. Especially Fallen because she used to work in a nursery, nursing home, elderly home. Hmm. Hence the reason. Yeah, this is a gallon of milk or a gallon of water. I drink about a half gallon to a gallon of water every day. Yeah, I thought about the restless leg syndrome, the LS, what is it called? RLS. But unless I'm being naive and I really don't know what it is, I didn't think it had anything to do with cramping. I thought it was just. Oh, I have been. I've been drinking water and Gatorade. By the way, any of you guys ever have that Taco Bell Baja Blast, Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Have you tasted that? Any of you guys had a chance to try that? Well, I don't have gout, so I'm good with that. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Yeah, but I'm sure you guys heard about this Baja Blast that Taco Bell has. All right, good. I know how to make it, and you're going to be really surprised. It tastes just like it. What you do is you get yourself a big old cup. You put 2 or 3 big cubes of ice in it. Then you take 50-50, 1 can of Mountain Dew, a can of Mountain Dew, 50-50, and a bottle of blue Gatorade, the dark blue Gatorade. Pour it in 50-50, measure it out 50-50, put it in there, stir it up. You got Mountain Blast. You got the Mountain Dew Blast. It tastes exactly like it. Try it. The Gatorade, the blue Gatorade and Mountain Dew, 50-50 in a cup with ice. It'll blow you away. It'll blow you away. You're drinking Mountain Dew Blast. Now, I gotta give credit where credit's due because you know I'm going to do that. I don't take anybody's claim or anything like that. I found it on TikTok, so I had to try it because I love it. And our Taco Bells, they give it to us DoorDashers for free. And I would think if you got yourself one of those juice makers, if you stick ice in there, fill it with ice, and then fill it with the concoction I told you to put together, put it in the blender, you got yourself a slurry, Baja Blast slurry. But like I said, I want one of you guys to try it. Equal parts Mountain Dew and the dark blue Gatorade. Try it. Let me know how it works. What you think of it. It's gonna blow you away. It tastes exactly like it. Exactly. Got to remember to put the ice in it though. Something about the ice. Fallen, do you have a juice maker? And welcome whoever just popped in. Good to see you. You gotta try it, Fallen. They're not that expensive, I don't think. Let me see. What do they call it? Juice maker or something like that, right? See what they come up with. Now my question is to you, Miss Fallen. If I got you something like that, would it be safe? Because I know there's other stuff you could put together. Diabetes? I haven't checked for diabetes. I'm pretty sure I have it again. Yeah, this would work perfect for you. But like I said, you guys gotta try it. If you like Mountain Dew Blast, the Baja Blast I got out there, it's really simple to make, homemade. And if you want to make the slurry, have a blender and throw a bunch of ice in there with the concoction I told you, the 50-50, and you got a slurry. She got like a ticking time bomb. Yeah, that's what's going on with me. It's like a ticking time bomb with my cramps. I mean, it's to the point where I'm so sensitive now when I'm sleeping. It feels like it's gonna start. I'm awake. I'm doing everything possible to stop that cramp from forming because I got cramps. But like I said, I'm losing a lot of weight. A lot of weight. I haven't weighed myself in a while. I should because I used to have nice thick legs. I was proud of my legs, nice calves. But now it's literally chicken skin or chicken legs. All right, Winnie. Come on, Winnie. You can thank me later. Chew it. Don't just swallow it. You don't listen, do you? Oh wow. Mine happens all the way down my leg from my hip all the way down. Like I said, when I'm walking up and down the stairs, I can feel one strap muscle in the back of my thighs that is you can feel it is sore. It's like if I do one thing wrong, it's gonna cramp like no one's business. And I'll tell you what, I ain't wishing cramps on anybody. In his knees. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Door dashing seems simple, looks simple, but boy, does that put a wear and tear on you because your body is, you're either standing and doing stuff all day or you're sitting and doing stuff all day. But you put the combination in between that and then driving at the same time, oh my gosh, it's worse than driving a truck. It actually is because you're constantly in and out of that car. You're constantly walking all over the place, going up steps. It's you want to lose weight, DoorDash. Oh, I'm gonna be peeing like a racehorse tonight. This was a full gallon when I started my stream today. And that's another thing. I used to hate water. Oh, I used to hate water, but now I just can't get enough of it. And that's another thing. I wonder if that has something to do with diabetes. My mouth, I could drink water normally, and my mouth will get so damn dry. Really dry. My tongue gets dry, my lips get dry, my mouth gets dry. After just drinking water, a bunch of it too, it'll get dry. But I could turn around at the same time, drink my sodas, drink a can, and my mouth doesn't get dried out. Oh, what the hell's that about? Come on, mommies. What the hell's going on with that? I'm just getting old. That's my problem. I'm just getting old. Huh. Oh, my kidneys are good. I know that. See, that was your mistake, Uber driver. You threw shit back. You shouldn't have done that. So, what do you guys think? When do you think we're going to World War III? Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just waiting for the sleeper cells to start waking up. That's already in the country. You see the propaganda going on in bigger cities like New York, Chicago, and stuff like that. I've never understood why the hell are we supporting these people? Why? I got your humanity, but come on. It is scary, especially when they go live on TV at the UN and saying they're going to come after us, which I think is funny as hell. I really, really do. One battleship could wipe out their whole country. And you want to make threats against the United States? Are you freaking nuts? It ain't right. And then you get these teens saying, "Oh, I'll never be drafted. Come and try to draft me." I was like, "Kid, you have no idea what a draft is. No idea what draft is." Yeah, yeah. That's what I said. World War III. And then on top of that, we got revelations going on. And I don't care who you are. If you know anything about the Bible and what Revelation says, we are in Revelation. We are in rapture. End times is now. And the biggest sign is Euphrates River. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you're just coming in, you might want to look up uh, the stories about the Euphrates River. There's no reason on God's green earth that river should be drying up. Hell, it's 3, 4 times bigger than the Mississippi River. Hey, Miss Donna. I'm just waiting to be driving along or delivering somewhere and see a pile of clothing all over the place. When that starts happening, well, first of all, I know I'm screwed if I'm actually gonna see it. If I see it, I'll be like, oh damn. I'm just telling people, I don't care who you are, but you might want to start getting right. You're not into that? Well, you might want to look into it. What the hell? Wow. Oh, crap. In about 30 minutes, I got to get going. We'll pick up Colleen from work. Anybody been seeing a lot of dark shadows lately? I've been seeing dark and white shadows just out of nowhere. Just they're flying everywhere. I can't even tell you where I've seen them because it's happening so much to the point that I thought there was something wrong with my eyes. I'm thinking there was something wrong with my eyes, and I see them darting. Matter of fact, one night, the one time Colleen, we drive through the cemetery all the time to get her back home, and the one time that she wasn't looking around, she was actually was tired and had her eyes closed. I saw a white shadow ahead of me, a white mist or shadow or whatever. It wasn't a human form. It was just like a blob. Go from one side of the street across to the other side, do a U-turn, and then shoot back. I honestly thought it was a deer at first. I absolutely could have swore up and down with a deer until I got looking at it and realizing that ain't no damn deer. That's not even human or animal. I don't know what it was, but I've been seeing a lot of. It isn't just in the house; it's everywhere. I've been seeing dark shadows and white shadows just darting off. What the hell? You guys hear that? There was a thumping by my bed. Hello? Hello? The weirdest thing happening in the house right now is, and Sage has been hearing it too, because she sleeps right. Her room is right next to Sue's room. Sue's gone for the month with her parents and stuff like that. So her room is empty and there's nobody in there. The dog doesn't even go in there when she's gone. Well, the last few nights we've been hearing not small stuff, something moving around, moving stuff around in there. White blobs, yes. They're getting more, they're just moving all over the place. Might have been white and black. Like it's picked up big time. I do have an up. I found I doing DoorDash and you get to meet a lot of people, especially if you go to the same place quite a bit. I met this one McDonald's, uh, befriended a McDonald's manager, and her grandmother's house has got some activities in it, and it's really cool because the people that used to live there were the from the Holocaust. They were survivors that managed to escape, and that's where they moved, and they moved their whole family. They had the tattooed writings on there, the whole thing, and now her grandmother was there, is got the place. They're gone, and they're saying they smell cooking. You'll smell cooking out of nowhere. It's just all of a sudden you'll just. It's like somebody's cooking something. They have stuff that move around in the house at times. They've seen shadow figures go in and out of the house and moving through the rooms and everything else. It's really cool because uh, why I say it's cool is the fact that she's going to let me go over there and investigate it, and I'm like, cool. Yeah, there's a lot of negativity in this world now. A lot of bad energy. I felt that about a year ago or so, and the last couple of weeks, it isn't my legs; it's my whole body. It's like I'm so uncomfortable. I'm agitated. I'm not mad. I'm not happy. I'm just agitated. I'm restless. I like something's going on to the point where I've almost sent messages out to all my friends saying, "Hey, are you okay? Because you are definitely affecting me." It's like I can't stop fidgeting. And it's happened like two, three times now, out of nowhere. Just I can't stop. I don't know what the heck. Oh, you've been hearing wind chimes? Oh wow. Oh wow. What the hell? I'll be knocking that guy out. Yeah, something's definitely up. I can feel that. My prediction skills are starting to kick in. It's actually freaking out Sue because I know where we're going next. I know what's going to be picked up next before it ever happens. I used to do that when I was a kid, and it used to scare the crap out of me that I tried to get rid of it. Kind of like premonitions or something like that. Oh, that ain't good. Clomp. Why would you stick your arm in a hammerhead's mouth? That's just stupid. Well, if nobody else has got anything to talk about, I think I'm just gonna start getting ready. Deja vu. Yeah, I used to get deja vu's all the fucking time, and like I said, it scared me. I had a deja vu once where it I could have died if I hadn't paid attention to it. Damn, girl. It's Chelsea Luna's birthday. She sure is growing up. That's that young lady. Yeah, it actually saved my life because it was weird. I saw myself riding a motorcycle, wearing a helmet that I didn't own, wearing a jacket that I didn't own, and later that day, my stepbrother got a brand new black helmet, and for my early birthday, I got a jacket almost similar to what I'm wearing now. And we had the motorcycle, and I decided to take it for a ride. And as I'm driving down this back road, it all hit me at once. And what I saw was me coming up to a hairpin corner. And when you go up to a sharp corner and keep the speed, you lean way over. And I remember leaning over, and when I leaned over, another car that I couldn't see that was hidden by the trees was coming the other way, and you know what was going to happen. And right at that time, I was coming up to this corner. I realized I'm wearing a helmet I've never had before. I'm wearing a brand new jacket, and the corner's up there. So instead of leaning into the corner, I went into the ditch. And just as I was going in the ditch, here comes that car. After that, I did everything I could possible not to have deja vu, daydreams, whatever the hell you want to call it, premonitions. It literally scared the hell out of me. It really, really did. And for years, I tried to stay away from it, which I kind of kicked myself in the butt. Wish I would have Just had found somebody that knew how to control it and teach me how to, do stuff. All right, Jen. Yeah, I'm closing it down myself. It's getting late, so uh, Fallen, it was great seeing you there. Thank you for the advice and stuff like that. Uh, really helps out. Man, all the stuff I was gonna get. But anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for coming by. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, I don't guess it doesn't matter now. But I want you all to stay safe, stay blessed. Definitely keep it between the lines. Uh, with me in the middle. Wow. Well, I'm no dream interpreter, that's for dang sure. So good luck with that one. All right, guys, I'm going to get my ass out of here. I love you. Thank you for stopping by. Uh, again, I really don't know what's going on with the car, but the best thing, I guess, the best thing that was said tonight, it's a miracle. It's a real miracle because part of it I can somewhat explain, but the other one, there's no explanation to it. There's just no. It just should not have fixed itself. It can't fix itself, but it did. So, anyways, I want to get out of here.